Well, hey folks, how y'all doing? And yeah, there's 3 Weber kettles put together. Folks, one of the things that have always bothered me about the original Weber kettles is the height. And they're relatively short. I'm 6'3", and I've always said, man, it would sure be nice if I could make that higher. And I've had a couple of the people that watch my YouTube channel, Tom Horseman YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, say, hey, you know, when are you going to do a mod showing us how to make that grill taller like that grill? Well, folks, we have. And I tell you what, stay tuned. What we've done is a simple $5 fix to the Weber kettle, and we raised it up to countertop height. Most countertops are 36 inches, and that's what we've done. We've raised it up to 36 inches, and I tell you what, super simple to do. If I can do it, you can do it. Stay tuned. Don't worry. I'm going to show you step by step how to do this, and it's not going to cost you more than $5. All right, folks, let's start with our material list we need to complete this mod. So I'm using 3/4 inch electrical conduit, metal. It's galvanized. 6 feet is what you need. They usually don't sell them at 6 foot. I got 2 5-footers for $3 each at my local Menards, which is like a Home Depot or a Lowe's. Remember that 3/4 inch indicates the inside diameter, not the outside diameter. And this is what I cut them to. The front leg, I cut to 25 inches. And then the wheels, and you might have to play around with this because you've got that taper that goes down where the wheel attaches to the axle. I cut those at 19 inches, and that seemed to work good for me. Now, the little caps that hold the wheels in, and they're usually black, they're called Hillman fasteners. And I found these at Ace Hardware. They were out of the black. The guy knew exactly. I took the whole bottom assembly in that has the axle with it. I took that in, and he knew exactly what I was looking for. They had white, and these are Hillman fasteners, and I believe they're 7/16. So that's what you need. There isn't more than these are $1.19 each, and this was a total of $6. So you know we've got, with tax, $9. We got less than $10 into this modification, which will raise up your normal Weber kettle to 36 inches. So, all right, let's get started. The first thing you got to do is tear this sucker apart. So we want to take all our legs and that. We want to take all this stuff off. The hardest thing is probably going to be taking off this thing right here. That's that Hillman fastener. I've been finding that just screwdriver behind it pops the plastic cap off. And then you just got to use, I was using the vice grips just to bend it. And once I got it bent, then I was able to slip it off. We'll give you a better look-see as I proceed with that. All right, so the black cap comes off real easily, and you think you're done, but this part stays on there. And I just used a vice grips here and just kind of keep on wiggling it and bent it a little bit. Then those fingers in there get loose, and you can pop it off, and there are your wheels off. Do the same thing to the other side. All right, remember you put your Weber kettle together? Do you? I don't. So the part that's on the leg that doesn't have the wheels, you gotta get that hook out of there, and you gotta twist it until it comes out like that. So just so you know, in fact, I had mine in upside down. Huh, unbelievable. Nobody ever noticed that. All right, so we got that all apart. So on the legs, don't forget to pull those little clips out of there that had those little things like that on there. I'm not going to reuse those. Optional for you. If you want to put these back in, you'll have to drill some holes in the conduit if you want those back in there. But after my first one, I kind of decided that you know, they're not needed. So up to you. All right, you're probably asking, so how does the conduit fit on those legs? And I discovered this just by chance. When I was measuring these up, I noticed that they're really close, where this is about 7/8. And the leg is very thin wall, and it's about 7/6. It's 15/16. But look at this; it slides right over 3/4 inch tight. I mean, as if it was meant for it. And that's when I came up with the idea of saying, "Hey, you know, that'd be a great way," because I was really pondering as to how we were going to duplicate this. That's where your axle goes for your Weber, for your bottom, for your wheels and everything. So, you know, when I discovered that we could slide this over a piece of 3/4 inch conduit, I said, oh boy, I think we got something here. So let's get the cutting, shall we? All right, so just to double check, I slid my leg on, and I went as tight as I could get it. And I want to have 6 inches from the end here to where the mark is. and you can see we're there. So that total length is that's the 19 inches. So it's really important that you get it as tight in there down into this region as possible. And if you any doubts when you're measuring, when you get it down there, then measure 6 inches from the end of the pipe to your cut, and that should be a total of 19. Does that make sense? I hope so. All right, let's use some power tools. Obviously, if you're uncomfortable using power tools, and don't forget to wear all the safety devices, follow the safety rules, and you can use a handsaw too, a hacksaw for this too. But when you got a power tool, why not, right? Oops. Just like that. All right, so I've got the one cut already that goes into the one leg that doesn't have the wheels on it, and the cap still fits. And remember, we got to put that bottom in there that looks like the end of a coat hanger, and that's a 1/4 inch. And I'm just going to use a step drill to go through that. Just drilling through conduit. And my hand is covering it. Sorry. Easy peasy. All right, so to put the whole thing back together, we are putting a little pressure on these legs. And so I finally found a good use for bungee cords. And I'm using bungee cords to hold them on here until I get my wheels on. One thing, looking back at the prototype here, if you look down at the legs a little bit, you can see that the flat part here, right here, you can see how it's angled in a little bit. You can try bending that a little bit. I mean, this one does roll. It does work. It hits just a little bit. And I was thinking of maybe... and people can play with this, maybe putting a washer there. If I don't have one big enough, I could drill one out. Or I could play with bending those tabs out just a tad. So I think that's what I'm going to try. Stay tuned. All right, let's get our wheel fastener on there. Remember, I got these at Ace Hardware. They're about $1.19 each. They're called Hillman fasteners, and these are 7/16. They didn't have white like the original. They had the red. They didn't have black. They had red and white. So I opted to go with the white. You just tappy tap tap, and that's it. We'll get the other side. All right, folks, now I have chosen not to put any fasteners to hold this down there. The pressure of it alone is enough, and I'll give you an example of that. I can lift right up and nothing comes off here, so I'm good with it. But like I said, it's your grill. If you want to take and do something different to it, go right ahead. But once again, that adds 6 inches. So let me get everything put back together, and we'll give you a look-see with it back together. Well, there's the completed products, folks. Did 2 of them today, both my Weber kettles here. In all reality, it was about an hour worth of monkeying around. But I tell you what, super simple to do. Remember, if I can do it, you can do it. This raised the total height up to 36 inches to the bottom kettle lip. It's a little bit higher than my other grill actually, and it puts you right about countertop height, which works real nice. It really changes the look. I think it's cool. Wasn't hard to do at all, and I tell you what, if you were unhappy with it, you could just put it back to where it was, because we really didn't cut or do anything different to any of the major components on the legs itself. So the strength in the legs, I think it makes it look better. It's more practical, and I think this is a great mod, and I hope you think so too. Leave a comment, Tom Horseman at YouTube. Please subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell everybody. Over 600 videos to watch, folks. That could take you a while. But anyway, I can't say it enough. Appreciate you playing along. Like I said, leave a comment. I hope this is helpful. And as always, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it.